Well, the underwater treadmill, the purpose of using water is that, first of all, it's buoyant. So animals that are in pain, or maybe they're arthritic and they're old and they're weak, the water helps to hold them up. The second thing it does is, as you know, walking through water is tougher than walking through air. And so what goes on is, with every thrust of the leg forward, you're actually working this animal out many times more per step than you would be through air. The second part of this is, by varying the depth of the water, we can make it harder or easier. Or if it's a knee, for example, we will adjust the water level to around the knee, because as the knee is breaking the level of the water, we know that that puts the most stress on the knee. But it's a good stress because it forces the animal to, the water also forces the animal to move the leg straight. They don't have time, because the treadmill is moving, to throw this leg out like many of them do after an injury to avoid the proper range of motion. And some of these animals, we have to actually teach them how to walk again. Some of the hip dysplasia animals, for example, they bunny hop because it doesn't hurt when they do that. So if we're doing prolotherapy or stem cell, we actually have to teach them how to walk again, because if they continue to bunny hop, they'll turn the joint back into where it was. Okay. So Odie's a 7-year-old beagle who has both knees. He has cruciate tears in both knees. And the university would not operate on him until we lost some weight. So they referred him here to put him in the treadmill to get the weight loss going. But he's actually walking very well in here, where when he first came, he would not walk outside at all. Now he's walking at home?
Yeah, he's walking, yes.
So he wouldn't even walk at home, and now he's walking here. So now what we're wondering, we get some more weight off of him, is instead of doing the knee replacement surgery, actually doing stem cells with him in both of his knees, and keep him in the tub and regenerate some of his natural tissue. And we're going to start him today on some Chinese herbals that help to break down the fat, so we can get him to lose some more weight. So in this case, we've put the water up very high because it lifts the body. The water is buoyant to the body, which takes pressure off his knees. Also, being so high, it makes it much harder to walk through. So we're actually exercising these legs quite a bit. Now you can see what we were talking about before. I can get a foot away from him and I can actually watch and how he's placing all of the legs. And is he moving both legs at the same, is he bringing it forward the same way? Are the front and the rear legs hitting at the same time the way they should? And he's actually doing much better than when he started. But you'll notice that his rear stride is about the same. He's a little shorter on the right, but he is placing these legs the way he should. He's not bunny hopping. It allows me, then I can say increase the speed, decrease the speed, so I can watch what this dog is doing, and we can really measure how this dog is moving from week to week. Is he moving better, or is he moving worse? Do we have to put weights on a leg? Do we have to? There's all different permutations of this. It is the most important piece of equipment in physical rehabilitation. Swimming, doggy paddle. That works great for front legs. It doesn't do anything for rear legs. And the majority of dog problems are rear leg. So swimming is way less efficient than using an underwater treadmill.